I speak quickly English and I talk very slow. And sometimes I speak careful.
Quickly English. Or quickly in English.
This is such an important shift because now we are not just talking about speaking, we are talking about how you speak. Quickly, slowly, easily, carefully, clearly, correctly. These are all adverbs. And that's important because adverbs describe how an action happens, not what you say.
And you can hear Emma. She is trying to describe her speaking style, but the form and placement are not right. And when that happens, your sentence feels slightly broken. Not because the idea is wrong, but because the structure is not smooth.
And this matters a lot because how you speak is what people actually experience.
Yeah, exactly. Same words, different delivery.
All right, I'm Zavara, and today we fix something very real. How to describe your speaking style. This is day 28, and today is about adverbs in speech. This is where your English becomes expressive, not just correct, but controlled, clear, natural. Because now you can say, I speak clearly. I speak slowly. I speak carefully, instead of broken forms.
I'm Oren, and yeah, this is where your speech becomes intentional.
All right, let's feel these words. And remember, all of these are adverbs. They describe how you speak. Quickly. This is an adverb. I speak quickly. I speak quickly. Slowly. This is an adverb. I speak slowly. I speak slowly. Easily. This is an adverb. I understand easily. I understand easily.
Next, carefully. This is an adverb. I listen carefully. I listen carefully. Clearly. This is an adverb. I speak clearly. I speak clearly. Correctly. This is an adverb. I speak correctly. I speak correctly.
So now you can see clearly these words describe the action. How fast, how slow, how clear.
Yeah, all about how the action happens.
Now, this is the key. Adverbs describe how you do something. I speak clearly. I speak slowly. That feels complete. But here's where learners struggle. They say, I speak quick English. I talk slow. I speak careful. And you can feel it. Something is missing.
Because they are using adjectives instead of adverbs. So remember this. Action needs adverb. Speak clearly. Listen carefully.
Yeah, small change, but big difference.
All right, now let's step into that moment again. And this time, listen carefully to how Emma is speaking. Not just what she says, but how she delivers it.
Yeah, imagine this. You are speaking to someone, maybe explaining something important, maybe trying to sound clear, confident, natural. But your delivery is not controlled. You speak too fast, or not clearly, or not carefully. And that creates confusion. Just listen.
I speak quickly English and people don't understand me.
Quickly English.
Yes, I talk very slow sometimes, but still not clear.
Okay.
I try to speak careful, but I don't explain easy.
All right.
I want to speak more clear and more correct.
I understand, but your sentences feel a bit off.
All right, let's fix this together and make the delivery smooth, Emma said. I speak quickly English. Yeah, this one needs a small adjustment. A more natural way would be, I speak English quickly.
Then, I talk very slow sometimes, but still not clear. We improve it. I speak very slowly sometimes, but it's still not clear.
Then, I try to speak careful, but I don't explain easy. We fix the form. I try to speak carefully, but I don't explain easily.
Then, I want to speak more clear and more correct. We make it natural. I want to speak more clearly and more correctly.
And that's the key. Adverbs complete the action. They make your speech feel finished.
I speak English quickly, and people don't understand me.
Okay.
I speak very slowly sometimes, but it's still not clear.
All right.
I try to speak carefully, but I don't explain easily.
That makes sense.
I want to speak more clearly and more correctly.
Now I understand you clearly.
Now you can feel the difference. Controlled, clear, smooth.
Yeah, now it sounds complete. All right, your turn. Focus on how you speak. I speak clearly. I speak clearly. I speak slowly. I speak slowly. I speak carefully. I speak carefully. I speak easily. I speak easily. I speak correctly. I speak correctly. I speak quickly. I speak quickly.
All right, let's bring this into real life. Imagine you are speaking to someone. Before, you say, I speak fast, I speak clear, and something feels incomplete. But now you say, I speak quickly, I speak clearly, I explain carefully. And suddenly, your speech feels controlled. I remember this very clearly. There was a moment when I was speaking too fast. I said everything, but people didn't understand. Not because my English was wrong, but because my delivery was not clear. And then I slowed down. I spoke more carefully. I explained more clearly, and everything changed. And that's when I understood. Speaking is not just words, it's delivery.
Yeah, and that's the shift. Not just speaking, but speaking well.
All right, let's take a second. Before today, your delivery felt uncontrolled.
Now it feels clear and smooth.
Today, you can now control how you speak, clearly and confidently. This is real communication.
Clear, smooth, controlled.
See you in day 29.